Well, welcome everybody to a night which will be testing for all sorts of reasons. Big game, but a game being played in conditions which are well short of ideal. We have snow falling and the underfoot conditions could be really trying. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's picked his way through. He has found the way through. Now it's Okafor. Guerra. Corner it is.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Weah looking to run onto it. Mount. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always liked the look of Mason Mount. We all know about his technique, Peter, but it's his movement off the ball, which is expected from a number 10 these days. His ability to make use of the movement around him is beginning to stand out more and more too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Weah. He's in plenty of space here. Chow tries to clear. Milan claim it back to much approval. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Zamora. It's a promising position. And it's Thuram.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Gets into some space. And he whips it in. Defender has a shot! He's gone for goal! Botafogo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh no, what has happened here? He is through here. Deftly away. Thuram. Endrick. Where? And a chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Chips it through, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chance here to counter. Zamora. And Østigard. And it's Mount. And the shot! It's a loose ball, and it's come back out to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Danger averted for now. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Where could try cutting inside here. He's in space and looking for options. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Thuram. Zamora. Now it's Weah. Cross needs to be good. Agartha claims it without any fuss. Zamora. Here it is, crossed in. Pass is just off target. Østigard. Mount succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Weah. Looking for the run. Cleared away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's in a good position here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Not the most accurate pass. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Endrick. And that's another good win of the ball. Can he spark a counter here? Zamora. Now Thuram. It's a pretty loose pass. And that was nowhere near his best.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that pass isn't the best. Mount.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Botafogo have it back and can go again. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're underway again. Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Barrenechea. Now it's Okafor. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's where? Zamora. Thuram. Endrick. Knocks it into space. Swings it across.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That's really well cleared.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance. It's a goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Strong running down that left flank. And he's managed to get free. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
He's having a go! It is a very, very good save.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
No, again, there's no way through. Paris ended up in no man's land. Played out wide, pass somewhat off target. Milan are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Østigard. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Plays it across. Can he find the finish? Oh, what? Has another go! Oh, horrible miscue.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So, time for
Numero
changes
10.
on both sides,
Numero
actually.
7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 15, il numero 21, il numero 32. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Endrick. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they've got a throw. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Where? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No luck with that dink over the top. Mount. Now it's Endrick. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's there to belt it away. Where? And it's Mount. Endrick. And the shot's off. Shot a goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. He's onside. Great chance! Now, who's... Oh, he's been... And another try! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, it's a... And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Okafor.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Okafor tries a shot! Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Endrick. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Okafor. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's superb. Milan are almost home and dry now. Oh no, this does not look good. Endrick. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4, numero 9. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22,
That has
il
not
numero
gone well.
19. Attenzione,
Acic. Where? Now it's Okafor. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has left him in a heap. Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Endrick.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through, it's one-on-one! Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. And time is up. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always liked the look of Mason Mount. We all know about his technique, Peter, but it's his movement off the ball, which is expected from a number 10 these days. His ability to make use of the movement around him is beginning to stand out more and more too.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Okafor absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that's a throw. Real chance here.
Hector Bellerin engages and forces him off the ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Thuram. Now he's got space here.
Ware receives it in a wide position. Mount! That's going to go a long way.
Can he get on the end of this?
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Botafogo with the corner. There first. Xiao clears it away. Lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
And one more try! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
And it's Mount. Pass somewhat off target. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams...
Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Good ball, good take. Thuram.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's straight offside.
Milan still without a single shot on target. Thuram. Now it's Ware.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Great ball. Oh, shooting chance!
And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Ware. Now it's Cutrone. Cutrone stood his ground strongly.
It's Cutrone!
Okafor. Javi Guerra. Threads one in.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
This looks promising.
Chance for a shot!
Mount. Cutrone.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He has a look up. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Knocks it out wide. That's a shade optimistic. And that was nowhere near his best. Østigard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's being shifted off it. Mount. It's run loose here. Zamora. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now it's Cutrone. Where? He's a sharp little ball. Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He's had it nicked away. Guerra. Oh, that's fabulous.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Weah. Javi Guerra. Thuram. That has ended up in no man's land.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Mount. Now Thuram. Where? Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Cutrone. Now it's Weah. He's in a great position here. Oh, what has happened here? Javi Guerra. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, super ball. Okafor! He's been caught napping. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ambitious ball here. Well, played right into his path. He's found some space. Okafor's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Now this could be a... And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
And the half-time whistle goes.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Mount receives it in a good position here. That has not gone well.
Where? Javiguera. And it's Thuram.
And here's Mount. Mount unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Javiguera.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tarega
Does really well to win the ball there. He's real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And it's Mount. Now it's Weir. Played in.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Mason Mount, is a player I see as a modern attacking midfielder, and a very good one at that. He'll often sit around the outside of the opposition central midfield, taking the ball in the half turn and then look to dribble the ball forward. He's very good at doing that. He's very good at doing most things.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Schmeichel. Milan getting forward at times. Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Botafogo really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Comes under pressure and it's come loose.
Now it's Endrick.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And they're quick to get it back. That is lovely. Look at the space here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Minamino. Fofana.
And he's picked out the run. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Milan
Yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Weir. Now it's Abraham. Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Botafogo
Applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? There's the shot!
We've got to be quick to recover this. Where?
Shot could be... Takes a shot! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Abraham. No, it's come to nothing. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Mount. Zhao. Picked out brilliantly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's heaved it away. Another throw-in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Fofana. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. And the cross comes in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Where? He's picked his way through. Where? Oh, this is... Where? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Fofana. And that has put paid to that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fofana providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And it's Fofana. Now it's Okafor. Fofana is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Abraham. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Diatta. Now he's got space here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Cleared without complication. Okafor. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Mount. Out towards the flank. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Botafogo with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Minamino! That's a half-decent try. Fofana.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Okafor receives it in a good position here. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Xiao. And it's Fofana. Now it's Guerra. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mount. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 17, camisa 8, camisa 9, camisa 65, camisa 13. Deixando o campo
Referee's given a throw.
de camisa 7, camisa 21, camisa 10, camisa 6, camisa 40. Substituição.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Takes aim and crosses.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ciao. And he welcomes it in.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Foram indicados 2
Now
minutos
it's
de
Minamino.
acréscimo.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Now it's Minamino. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos
How would you
desejar
summarise what we've
felicidades
seen
ao
today then?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. No, he's not getting past him there. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zamora. Abraham receives it in a good position here. Head over towards the opposite flank. Minamino. Nice looking ball. Floated through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No joy this time.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In with the challenge. Zalewski.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Zalewski puts them all in. Cleared away. Minamino. And they can counter here. Conceição. Look at this. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Minamino. Embolo. And he's there to get it away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter.
It's Embolo! There it is! There is the breakthrough! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Le numéro 36.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's done very well to take that back. Højlund. Can he spark a counter here? Adrian Benabe. And here's the chance to counter. Thuram.
Now it's Abraham. He's on it, can he get away? Diatta.
Marseille certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Lofted in. That's a decent clearance. Minamino. Oh, some tackle that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Sambolo. Minamino. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That pass isn't the best. He's not got that quite right. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a promising position. Out for a throw. And it's Sambolo. Adrian Benabe. And the ball's gone astray. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Diatta gathers from the goal kick. Conceição, he has found a way through. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Minamino. It's a threatening ball. He could be in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marseille still this single goal behind. Adrian Benabe.
Conceição. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible... Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Turns and goes back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to play it through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No, again, there's no way through. Now it's Hoyland. Now it's Abraham. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Javi Guerra. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Abraham! Abraham! And for a moment, time stood still. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 8, le numéro 59, le numéro 18. À leur place, le numéro 24.
Adrian Belabi, and he's surging through. And the shot!
Attention.
Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Pass somewhat off target.
FC Tulsa surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ambitious ball here. He's in a great position here. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. Surely now! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Good ball, good take. That has not gone well. Now he's got space here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Hoyland.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hoyland. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Adrian Penabe. Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Gradit.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Marseille desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Real chance! And it's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The goal scorer after 5 minutes is number 9, Hoyland.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Zamora. That's been slipped through, and he's onside.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No luck with that dink over the top.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the keeper beats it away. And it's Giornata.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has ended up in no man's land. Zalewski. Now it's Okafor. And here's Endrick.
Marseille are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gradit. That looks a cracking ball. Embolo. It's Embolo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Hoyland. Weir. Giornata. And it's Weir. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Adrian Benabe. Zalewski. Now it's Okafor.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that pass just didn't quite work. Zalewski. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Zalewski has it in a wide position. Big header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hendrick actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zamora.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hoyland's cross. Cleared away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Marseille can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is a good challenge from him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hoyland. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Mbolo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Where? And they've switched it over to the other side. Aims beyond the defence. Hendrick gets into a good position. Radit with the clearance. Mbolo. And he's had it nicked away. And that has put paid to that. Radit. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, that's nice. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. That has not gone well. Hendrick. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Zalewski! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Guerra. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Okafor. Hoyland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a pretty loose pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Embolo. Diatta. In towards the back stick. Chow attempts a clearance. Now it's Zalewski. Chance here to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Perrin claims it, safe hands. Now it's Embolo. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Ware. Ware going full tilt down the right-hand side.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8. Number 5. Number 10.
Somewhat off target.
Coming on the field. Number 13. Number 28. Number
Now it's
21.
Hoyland. The pressing's intense,
7,
and it's paid off.
Herrera.
Well, it didn't look
Number
good for a
4,
while, but that was
substitution.
brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Embolo. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's not got that quite right.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Marseille are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Marseille really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And this is Embolo.
2 added minutes has been
Moretti
indicated.
receives it in a good position here. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Hello attendees, this is
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
We have already started here.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've always liked the look of Mason Mount. We all know about his technique, Peter, but it's his movement off the ball, which is expected from a number 10 these days. His ability to make use of the movement around him is beginning to stand out more and more too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here comes the cross.
Well, there's the clearance.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Knocks it out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Minamino. Oh, well measured. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Thuram.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
That's really well cleared. Plays it across. Chance! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Played out wide, and he's picked it up out wide.
That'll be a corner.
Botafogo with the corner, there first.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Østigard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great defending, strong and determined. Endrick puts his foot on the gas. Mounts! A whisker high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
ended up in no man's land. Adrian Benabi. Can he get it through? Cleared without hesitation. Giornata with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Giornata did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Thuram. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He can run onto that.
That's just playing it safe and simple. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's in on goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Okafor looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Look at the space here. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's made its way to him. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
To you now with a quick request
So
for
both
support
teams still
to our
stuck on the
World
starting
Charity
blocks here.
Fund.
0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 13. Coming on to replace him is number
Here's the start of the
36,
second half.
Embolo.
Botafogo
Have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Thuram. Zamora. Well, that pass surprised everyone and not in a good way.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Endrick charging forward. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's hoisted clear. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. And he's taking no chances there. Zamora.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gets into some space. Caught offside that time. Smartly reclaimed. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. That's a corner kick. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now, can they get him away? Javi Guerra. Now Thuram. Oh, super ball. Oh, cracking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Tries to play it through. Oh, somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Radit. Played over towards the opposite flank. Aims beyond the defence. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's had it taken off him. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Conceição. Minamino. And here's Endrick. Okafor. That has not gone well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's picked his way through. Now there's a fight. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. In with the challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's got the beating of his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Botafogo can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.